Okay, so for question 20, it states here the diagram below shows a human digestive system. Okay, there's labeled part A, B, C, and D. So even before you take a look at the question, you label these parts first. So part A is the mouth, part B is the stomach, part C is the small intestine, and part D is the large intestine. Okay, I want all of you to write this down on your notes as well. Okay, so whatever that you see here, you will write it down as well. Okay, now you can pause the video if you need to. Okay, if you need more time. Alright, so now let's take a look at the question then. How does the amount of undigested food changes from parts A to D in the above digestive system? Now, what exactly does undigested food means? So if you have an apple that you want to eat, the apple is undigested. Okay, so only when it goes into your mouth, then you ask yourself, does digestion take place? So undigested food here would mean food that has not been broken down into smaller pieces yet. Yeah, so food that has not been broken down to smaller pieces yet. Just like I said, I give you an example. You're holding on to an apple, you haven't eaten it. You're putting it in your mouth, so you have a whole of undigested food. Okay, so now let's take a look. So right now, when you put it inside your mouth, ask yourself, does digestion take place here? Definitely, right? So your teeth you will chew the apple, and your teeth will then break it down into smaller pieces. And then also in your mouth, we have your saliva and also other digestive juices that will break down the food into smaller pieces. So there is a little bit of digestion taking place here. So with that said, now your food has been digested a little bit, right? So a little bit of food has been digested. That would mean the amount of undigested food left would decrease because digestion has already taken place. Some amount of digestion have taken place. So A, it will decrease. Now, then after that, your food goes down your gullet, goes into your stomach. Now, stomach, there's definitely digestion taking place here. So your stomach is like your washing machine. It churns your food, right? And it also secretes more digestive juices or releases more digestive juices to break down the food even further. Alright, so it means now my undigested food will get even lesser because I'm digesting more food. I'm breaking down more food. Okay, so that's why part B, which is the stomach, the undigested food here will also decrease, amount of undigested food. Now then we go on to part C. Part C is the small intestine, and we all know that the small intestine has the that most digestion occurs in the small intestine. Alright, so in the small intestine is where a lot more digestive juices is actually being secreted. Most digestion takes place. So if a lot of digestion is taking place here, that would mean we will be left with very little undigested food. So again, your undigested food here, amount of undigested food will decrease again. And we also know, right, in small intestine, once it's all being digested, the bloodstream will absorb all the digested food will be absorbed onto the walls of the small intestine to go to your bloodstream so that the blood can carry it to the rest of the other parts of the body. Okay, so because of that, now then digestion stops at the small intestine. The undigested food down goes to the large intestine. Now in the large intestine, there is no digestion taking place here. There's only the absorption of water. So because there's no digestion, the amount of undigested food here remains the same because there's no digestion at all. So if you can see here, if there is digestion in the mouth, in the stomach, and in the small intestine, the amount of undigested food will decrease. And if there's no digestion in the large intestine, the amount of undigested food, there's no change in it. Okay? Now, let's take a look at question B there. Question B. Which human body system helps to transport the digested food to all parts of the body? Now, here you need to circle the word system and transport digested food. I've already mentioned just now, all the digested food is being absorbed onto the walls of the by the walls of the small intestine to the bloodstream, right? So this SI means small intestine. Okay, so absorption at the small intestine, and the blood is the one that will absorb this digested food. After that, it will transport it to the rest of the part of the body. So the blood is the one that transport the digested food. But right now the question says which human system. The question is not asking what is the one that is transporting. So you then ask yourself, blood, which system is blood in? It's circulatory. That's why your answer here will be circulatory system.